All right, so basically, I'm just gonna have to restart the stream. I'm not gonna restart the stream, but I'm just gonna finish off on live note, okay? And I'm just gonna delete the live showing, and then I'm just gonna re-upload from here, okay? So I'm just gonna finish this out right here.
So I think you've heard tonight two very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the future, and the other that is focused on the past, and an attempt to take us backward. But we're not going back. And I do believe that the American people know we all have so much more in common than what separates us, and we can chart a new way forward. And a vision of that includes having a plan, understanding the aspirations, the dreams, the hopes, the ambition of the American people, which is why I intend to create an opportunity economy, investing in small businesses, in new families, in what we can do around protecting seniors, what we can do that is about giving hardworking folks a break and bringing down the cost of living. I believe in what we can do together. That is about sustaining America's standing in the world and ensuring that we have the respect that we so rightly deserve, including respecting our military and ensuring we have the most lethal fighting force in the world. I will be a president that will protect our fundamental rights and freedoms, including the right of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do. I'll tell you, I started my career as a prosecutor. I was a DA, I was an attorney general, a United States senator, and now vice president. I've only had one client, the people. And I'll tell you, as a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on what we can do over the next 10 and 20 years to build back up our country by investing right now in you, the American people.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump?
So she just started by saying she's going to do this, she's going to do that, she's going to do all these wonderful things. Why hasn't she done it? She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it? She should leave right now, go down to that beautiful White House, go to the Capitol, get everyone together and do the things you want to do, but you haven't done it, and you won't do it.
And the reason why that is because what he fails to understand is that Congress is run by his sycophants, and they will block any kind of legislation that they try to bring forward. It is just a fact. She is not the president. She is the vice president. If they try to draft a bill, it's going to get shut down. The Supreme Court's going to override it. Somehow they're going to veto it, and then there's kind of like they could do an executive order, but then you're going to say, "Oh my God, they're infringing upon rights." There's a reason as to why. Vice presidents are supposed to are tiebreakers in the Senate, but he doesn't understand this thing because he has never ever taken a civics class, or either that he just fucking failed it.
Because you believe in things that the American people don't believe in. You believe in things like, we're not going to frack, we're not going to take fossil fuel, we're not going to do things that are going to make this country strong, whether you like it or not. Germany tried that, and within 1 year, they were back to building normal energy plants. We're not ready for it. We can't sacrifice our country for the sake of bad vision. But I just ask one simple question. Why didn't she do it? We're a failing nation.
We're not.
We're a nation that's in serious decline. We're being laughed at all over the world. All over the world, they laugh. I know the leaders very well. They're coming to see me. They call me. We're laughed at all over the world. They don't understand what happened to us as a nation. We're not a leader. We don't have any idea what's going on. We have wars going on in the Middle East. We have wars going on with Russia and Ukraine. We're going to end up in a third world war, and it'll be a war like no other because of nuclear weapons, the power of weaponry. I rebuilt our entire military.
No,
she gave a lot of it away to the Taliban. She gave it to Afghanistan. What these people have done to our country, and maybe toughest of all, is allowing millions of people to come into our country. Many of them are criminals, and they're destroying our country. The worst president, the worst vice president in the history of our country.
President Trump, thank you. And that is our ABC News presidential debate from here in Philadelphia at the National Constitution Center. I'm Lindsay Davis.
And I'm David Muir. Thank you for watching.
So that's basically what took place there. Donald Trump, once again, did not manage to answer a single question. He just deflected over and over again. Kamala Harris won that debate flat out. Like, it was not even close. Like, you've got sycophants and people that are loyal to Donald Trump that even say that he lost that debate. When Joe Biden debated, he did a terrible job, and I admitted to that. But there are people on the right, and there are people that are voting for Donald Trump that can't even admit that he did terribly in that debate. He did. Donald Trump would be a horrendous president. Now, I'm going to be on a panel on the 22nd of September. It's the hippy dippy recruitment. And I'm just going to basically lay out the same arguments as I've done here. Donald Trump is not a good leader. He's a toxic leader. Toxic leaders are not good for the economy. They are not good for the presidency. People that think they are bullies and they think they are smarter than everybody else, then why do you need so many people working with you if you know more than everybody else does? There's a reason why the president has an administration of people that work for him, to advise him, to help him make the right decision. Donald Trump is only going to make decisions that he knows are right for him, because that's all he cares about. He is the only one that matters. He said it in Bob Woodward tapes. Everything is mine, he says. Everything is mine, he says. That's who he is. He's a stubborn, spoiled brat in a 78-year-old man's body. Donald Trump is not fit for office. People can say Joe Biden's not fit for office. Well, Joe Biden realizes that, and that's why he dropped out and endorsed Kamala Harris. Donald Trump doesn't realize that. He's too stubborn, and he's too much of an asshole to admit that he is just not fit for office. There's no other way to put it. People don't have to like Kamala Harris. That's fine, okay? I'm not telling people who you can or cannot vote for, but you cannot seriously sit here and tell me that you believe in morality, you believe in goodness, you believe in, strong national defense, you believe in morality, you believe in, people of good moral fiber and character. But you can't tell me you believe in all those things and tell me that you're going to vote for Donald Trump. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Donald Trump is none of those things. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump is the exact opposite of goodness. He's a horrendous human being, and his track record speaks for itself. So, anyway, if you haven't done so already, feel free to hit like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be back next weekend with a new guest. I just got to find another guest real quick. And, to all the haters out there that consistently say that I'm failing at this, I don't give a shit what you say. I'm going to keep doing it. Why? Because I enjoy doing this. To all the people that say, oh, you're just a loser, I don't care. You can call me a loser. I don't give a shit. I'm standing for what I believe in. I put my name and my face to my convictions, and I stand by what I say. That's simple. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great evening, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. And be sure to catch me on the next episode of Current Events on Tap. Take care.